It was supposed to be a tool to help first responders determine if a call they were going to might expose them to COVID-19. But now a number of police forces are facing complaints over allegations that their staff misused the portal that gave them access to sensitive information.
It contained the names, dates of birth, and addresses of all Ontarians who had tested positive for COVID.
An online portal introduced in April by the provincial government was supposed to help protect first responders from COVID-19. But in a memo obtained by the Canadian Constitution Foundation, it appears Ontario's Ministry of the Solicitor General had deep concerns that searches were being conducted outside the ministry's guidelines. It reminded police forces that the following was not allowed: broad searches without a specific address, broad searches in another municipality outside their jurisdiction, and searching names or addresses that were not related to an active service call.
The police have to understand they can't just go fishing like this for information. It's so unacceptable. And just because there's a COVID emergency pandemic right now, that doesn't mean you get carte blanche to do whatever you want with citizens' sensitive health information.
The internal memo dated June 11th came not long after a legal challenge from the Canadian Civil Liberties Association, who'd publicly criticized the search tool since its inception.
We never understood, and we still don't understand, how this was a useful tool, because the nature of COVID is there's lots of people who are infectious who don't get tested, and there were always many people in that database who were not infectious because they no longer had COVID.
Still, that doesn't explain other searches unrelated to active calls.
There are obligations to inform the people whose medical information was inappropriately accessed, and to look into the circumstances around those searches.
The province took the portal down in July, but the exact reason remains unclear. And there are still questions about recourse. In a statement to CityNews, the ministry says that question should be directed to individual police forces. CCLA did ask. They say 23 police forces claim to have deleted the information they accessed, but more than a dozen police forces did not respond to their request for information, including Halton, Hamilton, and Peel. Meanwhile, the CCF has filed a complaint with the Privacy Commissioner and the Office of the Independent Police Review Director.
We have to get rid of that zero-sum either-or mindset. You can have public health protection and privacy protection. You have to have both go hand in hand.
Now, Toronto was the only police force that opted out of using this portal when it was first created, and York Regional Police also asked to be withdrawn from the program over their concerns around access to personal information. Ginella Massa, City News.